Hi, ArcfieldWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday morning, July 21st. Well, the Mid-Atlantic region has generally had a pretty decent summer so far. The month of June and most of July up till now, relatively close to normal in places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. We are now experiencing the first extended heat wave in the Mid-Atlantic region. It looks like the high heat will continue right through the day on Sunday. Today will be very humid. A weak frontal system could cause a little bit of a drop in the humidity on Friday, and then the heat and humidity return in full force this weekend. The heat probably peaks later this weekend in places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, maybe making a run to the 100-degree mark on Sunday afternoon. Now, the last time those big cities reach 100 degrees kind of depends on your location. BWI Airport, for example, in Baltimore, only a couple of years ago. You only have to go back to 2020, July of 2020, the last time BWI recorded 100. National Airport, Reagan National Airport, DCA in Washington was August of 2016. And in Philly and New York City, they haven't had 100-degree readings in 10 years. You have to go back to July of 2012. And interestingly, Philadelphia and New York City also recorded 100-degree or higher readings in the prior couple of years, 2011 and 2010, but not since 2012 in Philly and New York City. I'll be posting an article later today talking a lot about the 100-degree possibility and going back in time at some of those big cities. Let's start off by looking at the latest radar map from WSI's and telecast.com. First of all, there's a nice low pressure area up here over southeastern Canada spinning around, and this precipitation is kind of rotating around to the north and east. Meanwhile, there's a weak frontal system cutting across the Tennessee Valley. This pretty decent area of rainfall dropping mainly to the south and east. Now notice, not much showing up right now in the Mid-Atlantic region. There will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon associated with that weak frontal system. It's really a dew point type of front. It's not going to have much difference at all in temperatures for the Mid-Atlantic region, but again, humidity levels, which will be oppressive today, could drop some on Friday, but it'll still probably reach 90 to 95 degrees in places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. So more or less a dew point type of frontal system will slide to the south and east over the next several hours. Well, let's take a look at last night's 06Z run of the GFS. We're looking at 850 millibar temperature anomalies. Anywhere you see red, it's above normal. Anywhere you see blue, that's below normal. There's certainly above normal air over the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeast U.S. today. And again, temperatures will soar into the 90s with very high humidity levels today in the northeastern part of the nation. Let's move forward here. It stays well above normal right through the day today, and then on Friday, still very warm. But again, there could be a little bit less oppressive feel to it because the humidity could drop some tomorrow compared to the very high levels today following that passage of the dew point type of frontal system. Then watch what happens over the upcoming weekend. Not only do we stay above normal, here we are at late Saturday night, but it intensifies. This is the likely peak time of the heat wave in the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeast U.S. Sunday afternoon. Again, we could make a run to the 100-degree mark. Places like D.C., even Philadelphia, New York City have a shot. Certainly 95 to 100 degrees is on the table in all those big cities along the I-95 corridor region on Sunday. And notice here, quite a delineation between some cooler than normal air to the north and west over south central Canada, the northern plains, a strong frontal system right in this region right here by the time we get to the midday on Sunday. And that drives to the south and east. Indeed, by the time we get to midday Monday, that frontal system will be nearby in the Mid-Atlantic region, the northeast U.S., increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms Sunday night, and especially on the day Monday. By the way, there can be an isolated to a scattered shower or thunderstorm this afternoon in the Mid-Atlantic region with that week dew point type of frontal system. Moving forward, looks like some relief comes in by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday of next week for the Great Lakes, for the Mid-Atlantic, and for the northeastern part of the nation. Well, let's now take a look at the surface forecast maps from the 6E run of the GFS, and there's kind of a trough already associated with that, kind of a dew point front right here cutting across central Pennsylvania down in the Tennessee Valley. And again, we saw on the radar, there's a pretty healthy area of rain across the Tennessee Valley along that frontal boundary zone, but not much activity at all in the Mid-Atlantic region. Let's go forward here to the midday and then the early evening hours, and again we see this kind of frontal boundary zone, more or less a dew point type of gradient right here with a little bit drier air to the north and west, and that continues to slide to the south and east. It can produce a scattered afternoon or evening thunderstorm in the Mid-Atlantic region. Then we get into the day on Friday, probably a rain-free day, at least most of the day for most of the Mid-Atlantic region. By late Friday night, it certainly can be a thunderstorm across northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, New York City region. Be a little bit of a disturbance cutting across the northern Mid-Atlantic and the interior part of the northeastern U.S. late Friday night time frame. Humidity again can be down a little bit tomorrow. D.C., Philadelphia, New York City compared to those very high levels of today. And then we go into the upcoming weekend. Here we are on Saturday morning. Just an all-out hot and humid day, hot and humid weekend right here. This part of the nation, this will be probably the most intense part of this first extended heat wave in the Mid-Atlantic region, Saturday and especially on Sunday. Here we go. Now we get into the day on Sunday, and again, really, either day over the weekend, there can be a run to the 100-degree mark, but probably the best chance of reaching that triple-digit level in the I-95 corridor region will be on Sunday afternoon. And here's that frontal system. By the time we get to midday Sunday, we'll be looking upstream. There'll be some showers and thunderstorms associated with that front. If we don't get it in the Mid-Atlantic region, late Sunday, we have a better chance in the overnight hours Sunday going into the day on Monday, and certainly on Monday there's a decent chance of some showers and thunderstorms. This is the Monday evening forecast map as that front comes through, and by the time we get to Tuesday morning here, finally some relief in the temperature department for the Great Lakes, for the Mid-Atlantic region, for the Northeast U.S. Probably highs confined to the 80s on Tuesday and Wednesday in the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast U.S. And again, that follows the 90s for the next several days, and maybe even a run to the 100-degree mark over the upcoming weekend. That's it for now. For ArcfieldWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.